Hey, yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. My name's Peter Rosenberg. Very pleased right now to have a guy who I've known for a minute, but it's the first time I've gotten to interview him up here. Houston's own Trae the Truth is in the building.
What's up with it? What's up with it, homie?
Okay, there's a lot to get to with Trae the Truth's story. Let's start out with the music. You're dropping a tape on Monday called
I Am King.
I Am King.
Yeah.
You got everyone and their mother on there. Who produced the music on there?
Got different producers. Like the intro's produced by B.O.B. The track with me, Diddy, Tip and Jesus was produced by Beat Bully. I have Jaleel Beats, Track Bangers, Business Boy. I don't know, man. I got tracks from a little bit.
So that starts out with that. That leads perfectly into where I want to go, which is that everyone knows Trae the Truth. Like all the artists know Trae the Truth. The cats who know what's up know Trae the Truth. But a lot of people don't know Trae the Truth. Explain what your existence is in this game has been, and also we'll get to the controversy between you and Radio 1 and what has happened over the years there.
I've been in the game since, well, my first time being heard was probably 97. My first album came out in 99, so I'm running up at close to 15 years.
Woo! Almost 15 years.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard. That's hard to stay relevant that long, and I think a lot of people are just now learning as far as a lot of people only know what they see and hear, you know what I'm saying, as far as what they see on TV or what they hear on radio. And I think it's a point now I'm starting to be more visual where they actually don't have to come to the bottom of the streets to find out what Trae the Truth is. So it's growing, man.
So let's go back all the way and talk about what happened. What makes Trae the Truth a controversial figure in the game?
I haven't been through it. You Google Trae the Truth name, it's gonna be a lot.
Can you give it? Is there a brief version you can give? It all started with Trae Day. It started
it
started before Trae Day.
Yes, I've been all kinds, from the Trae Day incident to me being shot, to the Mike Jones incident, to it's so many incidents. But it's like those incidents for me are just normal life. Like I wasn't doing it or being involved with something like that thinking it would get blew out of proportion like that. I think I've been on CNN maybe twice. Like I ain't got no business being on there.
Talking or them talking about you?
Talking about me.
So would you say the biggest thing is something happened? Someone was killed at Trae Day. Is that what happened?
No.
Someone was shot. Give us the breakdown. It's been a long time.
Trae Day, in Houston, I was blessed to be one of the first rappers with his own holiday, like not a made up holiday, a holiday that the actual mayor give you. And
because your involvement in the city.
Yeah, and I mean, the city know me as Big Homie. Like that's what they address me as. They know it's never they're gonna Trae the Truth is, hey, that's Big Homie. I mean, I take care of a lot of families, a lot of kids, and I'm part of an organization called No More Victims, which are children of incarcerated parents. Like most of their parents are either locked up or dead. These kids and been 3-4-year-olds getting raped to seeing murders to everything. And it's just like we were doing an event for them, special graduation, because every year we do a graduation for them. And one day, man, the lady named Miss Catherine, man, I call her mama now, but she actually came to me. She worked with the mayor's office, and they were like, we've been watching you for a long time. And she like, it's so much stuff you do that go unrecognized, but we feel we want to give back to you for what you do. And she was like, we want to give you your own day. Now, me being who I am, my first reaction was, yeah, whatever. Like, all right, cool, holler at me then. The expression you just did with your face.
Right, we'll see.
Yeah. And less than a week later, they called me, asked me what day I wanted, gave me my options.
And what is your day?
July 22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
Day before my birthday.
Yours 23rd?
Yeah.
My son's birthday is 23rd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So, long story short, what I do on Trae Day is I buy school supplies, I buy their school clothes, backpacks, sometimes bikes, and I fly in a whole bunch of entertainers that's my partners, and we give them a free concert and let let kids who don't really have $5 or $10 to their name ever actually be able to get out there and kick it with them the whole day. You know, see the people they see on TV or hear on the radio, and you know, it's just a big event. Long story short, the second one, the event was over. Everybody was gone. I guess two little dudes started fighting. One of them pulled out a gun and just started shooting randomly. 5 people got grazed, and when the 5 people got grazed, you know, it brings a whole bunch of media attention. So you know, when that hit the news, and that hit worldwide news because it was on the college campus, so they have to look for somebody to blame. And so, you know, I kind of took it personal when they were like, it's always those people, I guess referring to the lower class people, that cause problems. And I felt like that wasn't what happened. You know, you can't take 1 or 2 people and then blame a whole community of people just because you want to point the blame. So I stood up. We argued back and forth, and you know, I salute Bun B to his defense. I mean, to my defense, he called in and he was like, nah, the event Trae did was a good event, and I was there. Like, that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't negative how they trying to spin it. So me and one of the morning shows just kept going. And I let them know how I felt. And I thought it was cool, over and dandy. They kept running the interview over. It was an interesting interview. They ran it over and over. So I ended up, truthfully speaking to you, I called Lady a fat ass. That's what led to me being banned worldwide.
Hold on. After everything that happened, what led to the ban from radio was you calling her a fat ass?
Mm-hmm.
That's what did it.
That's crazy, huh? Fat ass. And then the crazy thing is when me and her talked, she like, I knew I got under your skin, so I wouldn't blame you for doing what you did, you know what I'm saying, for causing what you did, because she was saying some real harsh shit. So long story short, the program directors who are responsible for the band, but it started off, you know, I was going to different cities, and all of a sudden, you know, they didn't want to interview me. Like, I'm a household name in Texas. That's like, that would be retarded not to interview me, and I'm coming to your city. So that started, you know, she sent a little email out saying don't play his music, anything with my name, voice, period, just make sure you bleep it out. And I got a hold of it from the DJ, so she really felt some type of way. So next thing I know, she went and lied to corporate, saying their life was in danger, they couldn't come outside. So every time the radio would move, they would have officers with them. But keep in mind, me and her haven't talked, like, so for you to be threatened,
you didn't make any threats. You didn't.
Not for you to be threatened. You have to come across me. So we never came across each other. So the good thing is that I didn't make any threats. But you know, the bad thing about it is shit. They lied so much to him. Corporate was like, well, I'ma stand with my team. You know what I'm saying? So it started getting real crazy. One DJ was at a event, just a concert, played my song. They found out they played the song, fired them. Next, it was 3 other DJs. They were doing a mix show on radio, and they played a remix of a record, and just so happened that my verse was on there. They got fired. So it was just like everybody looking at like,
how could there be such venom towards you?
I think, man, because I'm one of the artists that you couldn't really control. I didn't come up in the radio world, so a lot of people follow my lead, and I think they want to make an example, because if I stood up and other people start standing up, then that can lead to something, man.
So people not playing in the system.
Yeah, so I think they felt like, well, if we handicap him or get him out the way, then we'll spook everybody else, and which they spooked a lot of people.
And to this day, that band exists.
To this day, you know, like even when me and Tip be on tour, and we go to Radio 1 station, I gotta stay on the tour bus. They don't want me on their property.
Tip goes in, you just hang out.
Yeah, and then we go to the next station.
So there's that, and then I do want to ask you, because about, what was it, about a year and a half ago now? When did you get shot at?
I got shot about a year and a half ago. Yeah.
And you lost a few homies that day.
Yeah, I did, man. 3 people actually got killed, and one was paralyzed. They actually moving around now. You know, that's
really?
a blessing, yeah. And then, you know, I still got the bullets in my shoulder.
You have bullets in your shoulder right now?
Yeah, you know, they didn't even, the hospital didn't do nothing for me. They took me straight to homicide. I think they was spooked because it was like 100 to 200 people sitting outside the hospital. So they were in operation, don't let nobody in, get him off this property. So
what happened that day? Are you able to talk about what happened?
I mean, I would say it's a normal day in life in the streets. I mean, I came out, I was doing a show, and we came out the place. And
was it a strip club?
Yeah. It was 2 clubs. It was a club next door to a strip club. But I came out, and whichever ones had problems, I guess, and a shooting occurred. But in the midst of the shooting, you got to realize the parking lots are hundreds of people. So as they're shooting at whoever they shooting at, you know, random bullets was going everywhere. So that's how I actually got hit. But
so it had nothing to do with you?
No, it had nothing to do with me.
And what about the people you lost? Were they involved in it?
The homie who was actually up there with me, Dinky, he didn't have nothing to do with it. But it was like I say, it was so many stray bullets. You know, it was an innocent girl too. That and then it's so crazy because they were all in different parts of the parking lot. So, I mean, it was a lot of random bullets going everywhere, man. So.
Was that, I mean, I know you say it's an everyday thing where you're from and what you're used to seeing. Obviously, to someone like me, that doesn't sound every day. It sounds traumatizing. Was it scary at the time? Is that a moment when you're like, oh shit, it's going down?
I wouldn't say I would say in reality, everybody's gonna be like, this is real. I mean, but the thing is, you know, when I got hit, people automatically grabbed me for cover and moved me out the way. So my fear was more of what was happening as they were getting me to cover, because I'm hearing all these shots. I think it could have been anywhere 40, 50 shells. So
you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, how many people just got killed?
Yeah, I'm thinking, you got to keep in mind, a couple of my people still out there too. You know, my nephew out there, my brother and them somewhere around there. So my biggest mind is I can't really do too much because they got me. I'm already hit. People got me covered, moving me out the way, and you still hear all these shots. So, you know, my biggest fear is like, what's going to be the news that I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying, as what happened. And for sure enough, I was already at the hospital when I actually started finding out. I didn't even know people were dead. Like, I didn't know what happened, you know what I'm saying, as far as I had to be one of the first few to get hit. So I didn't really know what was happening when I was at the hospital. But then some of my people made it up there and they started telling me everything that happened. So,
how hard was that to the loss of someone close to you? How is it something you've just grown accustomed to, or was it tough to bounce back from?
Yeah, I grown accustomed to it. You know, just that Thanksgiving right before, one of my brothers got killed at a club out there randomly. You know, I got 2 people like my sisters. Both of them were murdered. I got a older brother doing 3 life sentences. So it's, you know, it's kind of, you adapt to it, you know. And I think the situation with that is, you know, I'm numb to it. You know, I still have the heart and the passion, you know, and the anger, because that's what I tend to feel a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just when I think about most of that stuff, but you just kind of grow accustomed to it, man. And the bad thing is it's not something you should grow accustomed to, but sometimes it happens that way.
Do you don't ever feel like you want to just completely remove yourself from being near situations like that?
That would be it would be so hard for me because I'm so planted there. And then a lot of people rely on me. A lot of people look up to me. So my moves and stuff can dictate a lot. So it's like, if I do, I leave room for people to may end up getting killed or going to do real long bids or
get into their own dumb stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, I try and be there for them. So I think I'm not as accessible as I usually am, but I'm still there. I'm still there on the regular, you know.
Man, all right. So you got a lot of people on this tape,
Yeah.
You went it's all over the map. It really speaks to how diverse your relationships are and the respect you have in the game. T.I., Jeezy, Diddy, Lupe,
Wiz, Jada, Crazy Bone,
Meek Mill.
Yeah, Meek Mill, B.O.B., Floyd Mayweather. I mean, it's a whole
Floyd
bunch of
Mayweather dropping bars,
nah.
just talking trash.
Yeah, he do what he do best.
Just talking that yin yang.
Yeah.
Why is it you think people have such respect for what Trae the Truth does?
I think a number of reasons, man. You know, like a lot of people know when they touch Texas, man, I'm one of the ones that I maneuver with a lot of people, man. You know, I kind of show them the ropes and move around, and then, you know, people see the respect I get, and then the respect a lot of people get when they're brought around with me. And I think a lot of people deal with me also because I'm my own legend my way. So when, you know, a lot of artists you go places, you get people who wanna get around you to get in the club for free, be seen with you. But when they come somewhere and it's somebody that they would feel is not as big as them, but sometimes you can go places and y'all could be side by side and people tap that artist like, excuse me, hey, big homie, I can get a picture with you. And they see stuff like this, or they see me holding my own weight and I don't need nothing from them. So if I deal with them, it's straight out of me being genuine with them. And, you know, I think that's kind of a breath of fresh air because you don't have to really worry about the snakes and the leeches and people trying to come up in any way they can, you know.
Well, we were in Texas last year when I saw you rock at South by Southwest, and I saw the respect you got on the stage. You in Austin, Texas, and I was like, you know, it's the second time I've seen you out there, rocking out there and seeing the respect. And I wish you the best of luck with this project, man. I know radio isn't a common place for you to be. It's not the kind of artist you are and what you need to get by on. But
you know, I feel, man, it's up to the big homie up above, man. But you know, I feel like at the pace I'm going now, might be back on this sooner than later.
You never know, man. If you need me to write a letter of recommendation, if they're like, we're considering letting you back, but we need some letters of recommendation. You've never been anything but a gentleman.
You know, it's so crazy. So many people want me on there. I've even had, I don't even want to go through the names. I've had multiple platinum artists say, man, whatever we can do to get you on, we got to give these people a free, amazing show from, I like it. People willing to do whatever to get me on there because they just feel like, you know how you have some underdogs that everybody have love for and they want to see win. I think I'm just one of the ones for them. So a lot of people be trying to figure out ways, man. And even with Tip, you know, I got to salute Tip. He came and got me when other artists wasn't standing with me. He was like, I see what you're going through, you know, and I respect what you're doing, and you know, like I just want to see you win, man. And he came, and ever since then, you know, we both been making each other proud, you know, because he stood up for me, and I stand up for him the same way, man. So well, it's a good thing he got me.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's the king of the South. You're the king of Texas. You know what I'm saying? These are important positions to play. Tell the people one more time. It drops Monday. Tell them the name.
Monday on Live Mixtapes. I Am King. Now the crazy thing is all these tracks with all these people, I felt like me being a big homie like always, I just wanted to give it away. I mean, plus my album gonna run circles around this tape.
Oh, so this tape's just a little preview. When's the album gonna come?
Right now, the crazy thing, I still don't have my deal yet. Like I'm with Grand Hustle, but as far as the majors, I know a lot of people and independents, a lot of people watch me, but their radio stuff spook them right now.
Right, because they can't depend on that.
Yeah, so you know, it's just gonna be whichever one gonna step out on the ledge to take the chance. And you know, I feel if it don't happen, I'm still gonna be all right.
All right, no, soon come. Yo, Trae, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you, my brother.
For
You
sure.
already know. Trae the Truth, ladies and gentlemen.